Hey YouTube, welcome back. Mr. Wise364, and today we are going to go over the new update that was just released probably within the last hour. Uh, so first things first, as you see, we are now on a boat. Yes, we are on a boat, a flying ship boat. As you see, this goblin is now new. I bought, I guess, each VIP gift, or each VIP level you are, you get an additional purchase chance. For 20 gems, for 10 swords and 3 skips, unless you are really desperate for swords and skips, it's not really worth it. As you see, I did buy it. I just wanted to see what would happen after you made your first purchase. And as you see, you've already purchased this item one time today. Come back tomorrow or raise your level to 2. I like my gems a lot. Especially since Guild Hunt is now gone. If Guild Hunt was still here where you can get additional gems throughout the week, purchasing that would not be too big of an issue, but I'm trying to save gems and get gems, and you want to do special gem summons. I don't think it's worth it personally. If you guys think otherwise, then by all means purchase it. So we will go over the heroes real quick. First heroes on top. Angie the Angel. As you see, her attack is pretty basic for a story hero. It's not above and beyond, but it's still very nice. Her HP is above and beyond, and so is her defense. It's equal to tanks, if not more. I don't know his base off the top of my head. Critical 13%. It's about average for a hero that's not critical based. Heal 577, which I was kind of skeptical about. Why does she have heal, since her dash skill only says attacks, and it's attack, fire, wood, and water. She has high taunt. She has the same taunt as tanks, and she has freeze, which freeze is nice, 3%. And then I looked down at her skill. Angel Strike, level 9, strikes one enemy with 1200% attack, while healing all allies with 1200% heal, which that is very nice. She gives teams defense 60%. That is very, very nice. And as you see, her awakening skills, she has a lot of heal, a lot of defense, and pretty good attack. 80 per block is pretty good. Her first level is plus 2000 HP, and then you have even more HP and more defense and more attack and critical than the first percent. Her special skill goes up one level. Is her second awakening ability, which that is ridiculously crazy. So instead of 1200, maybe it is 1350. But still, either way, that is a very, very good skill. Some of the other skills, like Rika's skill, and the other character that is like her, which I believe is Isabel the Vampire, Batwave level 8, does 800% damage, 840 attack, while healing all enemies at 840%. So, and her attack's about the same. So she does okay damage, but with 400% more, it's going to be very, very game changing. So with that in mind, she is, to me, the best of... Stop clicking on stuff. She is the best of the new heroes that are obtainable. And by obtainable, what I mean is, how many people have you really seen with Black Magician, Beast King, couldn't think of his name for some reason, or Vampires, or Demon Swordsman, rather. Very rare. I know of like maybe one or two at most of each in the game. So that's why, the Demon God, as you see here, he has no level up from 6. He's just 6. He's just straight 6 stars. Crocell the Demon God. His attack is very nice, 3300. Taunt 40, freeze 4%, which is very nice for somebody with that much attack. His HP is also very nice for just being 30, with no awakening abilities, 1100 defense, and he has high critical at 25%. for just base critical. He does an attack like Arya and Kiki. His skill is rains darkness on all enemies with 2000% attack. That's Caden worthy. And as you see, his passive ability is Team's MP recovery rate plus 60%. So he's on terms with, it's a little less, but of Orc Hero, but he's on terms with Valkyrie. So now if you run him, Valkyrie, Caden, Orc Hero, and a healer, by all means, you're probably going to win 80% of your defenses and 90 to 100% of your offenses, because now your recovery rate's even higher. His skill is deadly. Valkyrie's skill will hurt you, and Caden's skill is deadly. His awakening abilities are pretty good as well. 440 HP, 32 defenses, pretty high for his skill. 48's about average. 400 attacks, nice, and then 54's a little above average, which is nice, and then even more HP in the bottom block. So he is very good. Chances of getting him is probably very, very rare, 0.001%. If I had to put a percentage on it, it's probably his percent of obtaining him. So we're going to continue down, and we are going to go to Mana the Captain. 1500 HP, very nice for a water. Let's compare her real quick HP wise to, where's she at? There she is. Aura, the Ice Mage. As you see, she has a lot more HP than Aura, and she also has more water damage than her. So we're going to go back. And 677 defense, as you've seen, that was more as well. For each percentage she has as well, that is very nice. She has higher taunt, so she's more likely to get targeted by PvE opponents, but not by much. And she has pretty good critical at 18%. She attacks with a horizontal line of 150%. So if you stack her with some 6-star plus 7 water gems, she's going to do some major damage at 150%. Her skill is Cannon Strike 6 to 8 times with 400% water attack. It's not a bad ability. 40 MP for that ability is kind of like a little high. If it was a little less, it'd be more reasonable. If it was like a 32 and did that, which is understandable. A 32 is only going to attack one opponent, so this 8 being 8 higher to attack 6 to 8 randomly is still pretty good. Her water attack being plus 72% is very nice though. I cannot complain. Her awakening abilities, as you see, 370 HP is nice. The 28 defense is nice. Critical with 90 water attack is nice as well. Team water attack plus 10% in the first awakening ability. That is really absurd. So 82%, if you run a water team, you have her, you have the Ice Mage, and maybe you have Mermaid, you're looking at almost, just with those three, well over 150, almost 200 water attack plus. So going down, as you see, more defense, more HP, and more attack. Her super skill plus 1. So as you see, what is highlighted here, 6 to 8 times will probably advance to maybe 7 to 9, 7 to 10, with 400 also being highlighted, so it could go up to 5. So that would be even nicer, especially if she's stacked with a water team or stacked with water gems. So now you're attacking possibly 10 times with 500% water attack. These are just rough estimates. I'm not sure what it would be. Getting her to the second awakening would also take a crazy amount of time. As you see, 36 orc axes. I have 0, but clearing the next area, I would be able to start obtaining them. And wood is just clearing the new stages in the gathering mode. So last but not least, guys, well, we have 2 heroes left. This is the last story hero, Paimon the Demon God. Sorry if I butchered that. His HP is crazy, 19,000. 1,300 defense is also crazy. 10 critical is, I mean, it's equivalent to Weapon Master and stuff like that. His taunt is high. Freeze is 5% is pretty high for freeze. 2,900 fire damage. As you saw, that was less than the last character damage-wise, but you stack him with some nice fire gems, and he is up there. His attack is a little bit different. It is going to be the adjacent block attack, which is very nice if he's the last one remaining on your team, and he just whips everybody with some fire damage. It's pretty good possibility that you will win that. Rains fire on all enemies with 1,200% fire. That's not bad damage. It's pretty good, if I must say so myself, but 50 MP for that? It's not very likely that it's ever going to shoot off in PvP. And in PvE, that's very helpful because you can just get them to 50, fight the last boss, and use it. You probably can't use it before the last boss, and you might still not have enough up in the last boss until maybe you go a round or two with him. I also saw Team Fire Attack 50%. That's pretty low. As you know, Weapon Master is 70. The Fire Mage, I believe, is 70. So 50% for a story hero. I guess his HP makes up for it. As you see, his gets high HP increases through Awakening, high damage, almost 86 per is very, very high, and a lot of critical. That defense is high as well. Super skill mode up +1, so that means instead of 1,200 damage, maybe it's 1,400. But still, that's a lot of MP for that. If it reduced MP, that would be very nice of a skill. And then 10% fire damage. 60% still kind of like, for a story hero, he should have started with 60 and then maybe went to 70 would have been nice. But, you know, it is what it is. That's just my personal opinion, guys, so don't bash me for that. So our last hero, as we scroll down to water, is DD the Pirate. The thing I like about her, I guess we'll get into that. We'll go over everything else first. 1,250 HP, which is pretty nice for a level 1. 500 defense, which is basically average. Critical 20%, which is pretty nice. Taunt 30, freeze 3%. That 3% is nice and helpful. And 2,500 water attack. So her water attack is pretty nice. And let's go down real quick to Arya the Mermaid. As you see, HP is about the same. DD has a little less defense, and water damage is DD has it by about 100. The reason why I clicked on her is I know what my Arya stats are with being level 55. So DD is very, I wouldn't say easily, but she is more realistically able to get limit broken. So I know that her water damage at level 55, 60 is going to, with nice ruins, even with just 5-star ruins, is going to be over 7,000. Her HP is going to be over 20,000, and her defense is going to be about 1,300. And her attack is very nice. Teaming her up with a Lee the Monk or the Samurai would be very, very good choice because they all attack the same way. Attacks 8 adjacent blocks with 90% damage. And the reason why I say that is her passive ability is team critical. Now, I've always wanted to run a elemental critical team, water, fire, and grass, and maybe throw in the samurai and with the healer. So I'm going to do some experiments there. But that is awesome. Finally, an obtainable water creature with, or character rather than, they had one other one with critical, but she is not obtainable. As you see, her ability is the same as the one story hero, but it's a lower level. Cannon strike 4 to 6 times with 360% water damage, 40 MP. It's not too bad. As you see, Lee's, if you guys PvP with Lee, the monk, he's 42 MP for his skill, and his skill's a lot more powerful than hers, and his gets off, you know, maybe once in every 5 battles if you go out of your way, get him a little extra blocks, and still complete your chains. But it's okay. It's not bad. It's not something that I'm overly excited about if I do use her. As you see, 12 defense, it's not very high. 240 HP, which is okay, and the 48 rather, water damage is okay. And plus she gets critical there. Her first awakening is 200 water damage. Down here, 16, 260, 26, so nothing great. I was hoping for something different on her bottom, maybe an additional critical percentage for the team or something, but 120 defense, it's not great, not bad, not overly ecstatic about it. And the last is not least, oh thanks guys, middle of a video, hopefully it's just been updating and just, there we go, it's going to log me right back in. Last thing I want to show you guys, if it's a long video, sorry about that, I apologize, just explain all the characters and explain the new content. The last thing I've noticed, and if you guys haven't noticed the gift all button on top that was added yesterday, is very, very, very helpful to everything. Stop clicking on everything. Oh my god. So we are going to go into dungeon, and spoiler alert real quick, probably should have said it before I opened it. Here are the 3 new areas. I did complete Area 20 in another video that I am uploading, so please check that out if you guys have already completed Area 20 or you need help. By all means, check it out. The rewards real quick for Area 20 are a 3-star, a 2-star, and a 6-star. The 6-star is very probably unrealistic that you're ever going to obtain them, and if you do, by all means, very, very nice job. I would not go out of my way to farm that area to get her. I would rather do combines. Combines are probably more likely that you'll get her, even though it's random. So we're going to go Area 21, which I'm going to release in another video. I'm not going to probably be able to do it today. As you see, clearing normal, you're going to get a 5-star. Defeating the 100 demon warriors, you're going to get 20 gems. 30 gems and 30 gems for Hell and Nightmare. Your collectibles are 5, 4, and 3-star, and a 2-star. Of course, it's probably 1-stars in there as well. Unrealistic that you're going to get 5-star from that. 4, unrealistic but more realistic. Very probably 1% chance, probably a little lower than 1. Honestly, it's probably 0.1, and 3-stars probably about a 5% chance you're going to obtain that. So alright guys, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment of what you guys want to see down below, or if you need any help or anything, leave a comment, like the video if you liked it, and thanks for watching, and until next time.